Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tom and I make videos that help you awaken your soul and manifest your highest destiny and happiest life. In this video, we're going to be talking about the secret to spiritual and manifestation success. But before we get into this video, I'd like to offer you a free gift known as the Reality Shift Cheat Sheet. This is a free resource guide that will give you the secrets to shifting into your desired reality. And you'll love it if you're a light worker, if you're a spiritual being going through an awakening, if you're into manifestation. Some of the resources in this guide are truly life-changing. So you can get that free gift at the link in the description below. And also don't forget to check out my one-on-one coaching and my online courses, also in the description. Okay, so let's talk now about the secret to manifestation and spiritual success. And this video is directed to you if you're on a spiritual path. If you identify as a light worker, as an awakening soul, as someone who is truly passionate about discovering their soul's greatest gifts and aligning with this life, living a life of purpose, attracting in abundance, experiencing all the things you want to experience, having those amazing relationships come in, that soulmate connection, and just really living a life of deeper meaning that really fulfills you at a core level and brings you that fundamental happiness and connection to that divine source within yourself. And to really step into and embody your highest potential, to really celebrate all that you came to celebrate as the unique expression you are. That's who this video is directed to. But here is the thing, when we approach our spiritual path and when we learn about manifestation, that we can create our own reality, oftentimes we encounter certain styles of teaching that can only get us so far. And they get us to a point that's really empowering, but they can't take us all the way to that satisfying end result that we want to see in both of these areas of our life. And so all of the teachings that we come across, which are in manifestation circles, maybe do XYZ techniques in a really logical way and controlling way. You can find a lot of that. Or in spiritual circles, we hear kill the ego, transcend the ego. And the ego gets a really bad reputation. It's all about losing that sense of ego. And on some level that resonates with us. But then as we kind of move along our journey, we just reach this point where we hit a wall. And we experience something within ourselves telling us the keys to spiritual and manifestation success don't lie in these sort of teachings. They lack the heart-centered approach, the compassionate and soft approach. That an energetically sensitive soul, an empath, a light worker needs to hear and is more adjusted to is an approach centered in love. So the common theme towards spiritual and manifestation success is taking a heart-centered, softer, more loving approach. That loving relationship that you cultivate with yourself creates alignment. From alignment comes the natural clarity and motivation to do all the techniques that are actually very valuable and valid as they are presented in these more mind-based kind of teaching styles that we come across. So it's not like we discard techniques or we discard what we've learned. No, it's about integrating that in a way that actually works for us. And that can only work for you if you resonate with being more sensitive, more empathic, more interested in love rather than some kind of mind-based intellectual idea of living life. If you resonate with that, then this paradigm shift is what's going to give you success. So what does that look like in your life in a practical sense? Well, it means if you're manifesting your desire, to realize when you're thinking about that desire, when you're doing techniques for that desire, when you're just pursuing that desire through action, anything like that that we manifest, whenever we're involved on that journey and we feel that fear, that doubt, that anxiety, immediately we go into self-love mode and we go into celebration mode. We basically say it's okay. You don't have to be perfect for this to manifest. It's okay you're doubting. It's okay you're fearing. These thoughts and emotions are valid. And you go into acceptance and you be with that part of you that's experiencing that emotional and psychic upheaval. So instead of resisting it or going, I can't think about this, I shouldn't be having a negative thought, even fearing even more, getting even more anxious to the fact that you're thinking negative thoughts, thinking, oh no, that's going to reflect and that's going to manifest an even worse reality. Oh no, oh God. But rather going, it's okay. It's okay, I'm feeling this way, it's okay. And the reason we go into celebration mode is because we're celebrating the fact that as these denser emotions arise and as these old limiting beliefs and negative non-preferred thought patterns occur in our minds, we celebrate that because we see that all of that is being liberated. The reason we're experiencing all of this is because it's healing out of us. It's leaving our fields. That's why it's coming up. It's coming up from the recesses of our subconscious, of our energy bodies. It's the cellular memories coming up because we're doing something so right, because we are aligning with our dream reality and the new high frequency nature of that reality, that is pulling up all of these old emotions and thoughts. So it's worth celebrating. We're doing it right rather than we're doing it wrong. So with manifestation, the key to success is to love and accept yourself and your entire experience. The positive aligned days and the not so aligned days and the emotional days, and to see it all as perfectly part of your journey towards manifesting your desire. That's the key to manifestation success. Because I promise you, from this soft, loving, compassionate approach to yourself, you will get there so much faster. You will actually witness healing at a profound level, alignment at a core level, and you will just see reality reflect that, reward that. You will see your inner child completely transform and become confident and worthy and a true match to your desired reality. That's the key to success. Not forcing yourself to be perfect in your techniques, in your state of being, in every thought you have, but realizing that you are only ever perfect and embracing that perfection as you are in all moments. That's the key to manifestation success. Now, when it comes to spirituality, it's very closely linked. But instead of trying to kill your ego or trying to focus on having the next realization, the next awakening, the next epiphany, the next experience of no mind or emptiness or some advanced state where you're trying to self-inquire your way out of the ego and a part of you saying, no, this isn't right, I'm scared, but still pushing past that as if you're trying to dissolve it and this fearful approach will actually work. But rather to say, I'm going to stop using spirituality to escape you, inner child. I'm not going to use spirituality anymore as yet another object I'm going to use to distract myself from loving you as you are. And you say, I'm sorry, inner child. I'm here for you now. I'm always here for you. And as you cultivate that loving relationship and actually honoring, I'm going too fast on my spiritual journey. I'm trying to be more self-realized and enlightened than I actually am ready to be, that my inner child's ready to allow. When you accept that and you turn your focus into loving that part of you and to exploring what the inner child's actually feeling, what that innocent part of you is experiencing, and you slow down the pace and focus more on that love, the inner child, it becomes healed, it becomes aligned, and all of a sudden, all of those emotional blockages just dissolve, and all of a sudden, all those experiences of oneness, those high spiritual awakened states happen effortlessly. Because it's not that you never weren't spiritual, it's not that you never weren't an enlightened being whose destiny was to realize that natural state of love, peace, joy, effortlessly as you are. It's not that you were doing anything wrong in your spiritual journey ever. It's just that your inner child was going to block those higher spiritual states until you turn to face it and love it. And that is part of our journey. As empaths, as light workers, as awakening souls, as heart-centered beings that resonate more with this approach of love, which is more about anchoring in the divine feminine and integrating it with the divine masculine. We've already got the masculine there, that's the problem. That's why these teachings that are more masculine, mind-based, and more about technique after technique and killing the ego and controlling our minds and forcing our reality to manifest. All of that, we've already spent lifetimes integrating that. And now we've come back here as masters of that to a degree that we need to then balance it with the love, with the self-love in these two areas, creating that inner alignment, that inner healing that then turns us into the most radiant spiritual beings we were always destined to become, and the most powerful manifestors of our dream life, where we fulfill our soul's highest destiny, where we accomplish our life purpose, where we experience that soulmate come in, where we have those friends and those adventures that really fulfill us, and we live a life truly worth living. All of that comes when we anchor in the love and we awaken the heart and integrate this with the awoken mind and the mind-based teachings. We integrate the masculine and the feminine. We become that balanced force, and that's what creates the success. And we need a lot more love, a lot more love. We have too much mind-based, conceptual, masculine-based teachings and energies out there, and there's nothing wrong with them. In fact, I resonate actually being quite masculine, believe it or not, and very analytical and very logical. And we have a lot of that, and that's been a beautiful thing. But now we need more of the divine feminine. We need more love. We need more heart-centered energies and approaches to these things to balance and to become a perfectly integrated and embodied expression that we know really resonates with us and will bring us the best success in these areas. So I hope that makes sense. Turn towards loving yourself, this softer approach, as much as you can. Remember, you are perfect as you are. You don't have to kill your ego. You have to love your inner child. And you don't have to force yourself to manifest. You simply have to love yourself as you are. And that which you want will manifest. So flip it all the way around into that new paradigm shifting approach grounded in love. Alright everyone, that's my video on how to see spiritual and manifestation success. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to get the free reality shift cheat sheet. I think you're going to love that. Don't forget to check out my one-on-one coaching and online courses below. And of course, stay tuned for more videos on manifestation and spirituality soon. Thank you.